Listen up and pay the frick attention, because I'm not going to say this twice, even though I've said it 9 times, because every single time that I've shot this video, I've had to go back and edit it because I kept myself big, and when I went over the chart, you couldn't see anything. Either way, these picks are guaranteed to get you green. When I did it before, I went 9 for 11, which is a batting average with the best of them. That's Babe Ruth. That's Barry Bonds. Nobody can touch me. Nobody can stop me. I'm Mike Tyson in the 80s or 90s or whenever he was the biggest. You can't mess with me, and that's why I got these 3 to make you money. Let's get into it. Let's pull up the charts. Let's make me smaller, which was the problem that I've had in my past couple videos that made me have to go back and shoot it for the 9th time. She's pissed. I'm pissed. Let's change it, huh? If I can. Remember, I was born in a lab. I was born in a computer lab. My first words were typed. They weren't spoken. So just give me a second and I'll tell the computer what to do. I just need to speak it from within my soul and it will understand. Give me a sec. See, it always listens when I give it some time to get on my wavelength, because realistically, computers are nowhere near my IQ and they need time to realize what I'm trying to do, okay? We're going to go to display capture, and what else are we going to do? We're going to shut down this image, all right? Oh, perfect. Wow, it's unbelievable how good I am at technology. I really could be a computer engineer. It's probably what I was born to do, but I fell into stocks, and here I am talking to you. I don't mean to rhyme every time that I talk, but it's just something that I've had with inside of me. I could be a rapper, but I chose this path. I could have been a computer engineer, but I chose this path. I could have been a rocket scientist, but I chose this path. And even in the face of diversity, when people were trying to sue me for libel, which they have no grounds to do, I could be a civil lawsuit lawyer because of the amount of DD I did on it today. And guess what? We're going to war. And I want every one of my subscribers behind me. I don't care. I'm going to shut down these piece of shit scam artists. I don't care what it takes. I don't care if it hurts me financially. I don't care if it takes my time out of my pocket. It doesn't matter to me. I'm here to do a job, and my job is to tell the truth no matter what. Whatever in my opinion is the truth is what's going to be told, and that's where we're at. Okay, so we're going to start with Pac V, which is my honorable mention. It's not my favorite pick, but it's a pick that you can hold for the next, I don't know, 2 months, maybe 1 month, maybe 1 week. I don't know when it's going to run, but it's going to run eventually. Why? Because it has a PR campaign on the way. I love that. I love the fact that it's bottomed out. It's a thin share structure. I don't see dilution. All good indicators in my point of view. The volume isn't there yet, but it will come. You build something and they will come. I know that this is previously ran in the past. Look at these 2 pops. Those are probably 200, 300%. This thing runs, and it runs on volume. Obviously. So you got to give it some time. I think that the share structure is good. I think that the company is good. I think that they're ready to go on a PR campaign, and that's all you need to get a push to get out with a serious gain. So that's my longevity play. I think you buy this and you sell it when it runs. I don't know when that's going to be again, but it will happen eventually. And I made the most money in the market when I bought something 2 months out and it runs eventually, and then I dump dandy. What's next? I'm going to go with gold next. Why? Because gold is one of the best commodities in the world. It's competing against the dollar. That's why there's been a hidden hand that everybody wants to keep it down. It's manipulated. If anything's manipulated, gold is. Why? Because they don't want you to think gold is valuable. They want you to think the value of a dollar is valuable, but they've been diluting it down since the, 60s, where they've had hyperinflation. The prices of everything is going up. The value of the dollar is going down. That's why gold is running. We're in a state of war, and we're also in the state of printing money to bail out the banks, and banks are guaranteeing deposits up to $19 trillion. Get ready for a huge, and I'm talking huge. I'm not talking about 2007. I'm talking about this is historical. We're about to go through a huge crisis, and the value of your money is going to be almost worthless. So hoard cash and hoard gold. Actually, don't hoard cash, frick cash, hoard gold. Bury it in your backyard, put it in a safe, shove it up your girl's you-know-what. if you don't have anywhere else to hide it. It needs to be hidden. It needs to be held because it is so valuable at the moment. Let's look at the chart, because the chart is one of the sexiest things that I've ever seen in my life. If it had a hole, I'd insert myself. Going too far. This is a kid show. Need to dial that back, but we will over time. I just don't know how to keep myself under control when I see a chart this sexual. You have the W formation. You have the run. They tried to shut them down. You had the other W formation. Now you're on a full-on breakout blue sky. Back in the 80s, gold was valued at $4,000 an ounce or whatever it was. Now it's valued at $1,800. Given the amount of inflation, that is way off. Do the numbers. Do the math. Do the research, do your own DD, do your own work. Don't take my word for it. This is not a page where I tell you what to buy and what to sell, even though I'm 100% telling you what to buy because it's a guaranteed win, and all I do is win, win, win no matter what. And gold is the next winner. 5-bagger possible in the next year if the economy goes under, as I predict. Next, DVLP. Love it short term. This is not a long-term stock. This is not one that you have to hold for too long. This is one that you're going to love within the next 1 to 2 weeks. Remember, my top picks are not going to be things that you're going to buy at the top and have to hold and worry about being in a bag and selling at the bottom. These are ones that are ready to go. The chart looks good. Everything looks good. You buy it now. Short term, you're going to get a run. Why? I'm seeing the W. I'm seeing the pressure. I'm seeing the close above this middle band. I'm seeing the volume being green. I'm seeing the RSI turning up. I'm seeing the MACD turning up. I like everything about it. If she wasn't here, I'd probably bang my computer tonight straight to the DVLP chart. And why? Because they got news coming out. They're not telling you when the news is going to come out, which tells me it's not a scam. They probably have a card up their sleeve, because if they didn't, they'd tell you news is coming out. They put the news out, and then they dump on your face, send you to the core of the earth to live with the demons and the devils. Okay? So DVLP, Skyrocket City, 1 to 2 weeks. Looking at 5.7 as my first price target. Closes hard above that with volume. Now you're looking at 6, 7, 8. Boom, bang, bim. You're getting 50 to 100% on that call, folks. What else do you want? I'm not sure. Riot is the final one. So we have Riot. We have DVLP. We have gold. And what's the other one? Can't remember, but you watched the video, so you will. We're going to go with Riot as our next one. What was my first one? Do you remember? Do you remember? Yeah, you haven't been paying attention to a goddamn word I'm saying. You're probably staring into space like a goddamn astronaut. Where are we? Riot. She doesn't know anything. She doesn't care. She's like, all right, just shut the hell up, and can I put my shoes back on? We're gonna go with Riot. And if it ever comes up on the screen, remember, I'm a technical genius, but there's sometimes that the computer just cannot keep up with my brain. So what am I going to do? You know, I basically have to program this to be on my wavelength, and it just simply isn't. Where's Bill Gates when you need him? Probably causing a pandemic in Africa. Okay, so we're going to go with this. Why? Because you had this very, very solid resistance. You run this horizontal line across these tops of these wicks. What do you see? You see the line hit this wick or this candle right here. What's happening now? It's breaking above it with what? Volume. That's what we look for. What else do we look for? We look for the RSI in the hot zone breaking out. We got that. We look for the MACD a little bit low, but turning green and turning up. We got that. Riot, sexual, love it, need it. Can't live life without it. You shouldn't either. So we got Riot, we got gold, we got DVLP, and then we got PACV. That's the one that I was missing. Those four, you got your long hold in gold, you got your long hold in PACV, which is an honorable mention. I don't know when it's going to run, but eventually it will. You got Riot, short term, love it, sexual, need it, want it to be my best friend, my girlfriend, my wife, and my savior, and my son, and everything above. And then you have gold. Did I say gold? I probably did. I'm losing train of thought. I can't think right now. I'm ready to eat. I haven't eaten in probably the past 8 hours because all I've been doing is focused on this shit so I could tell you what's going to win and what's going to lose. But we only have winners here, 3 for 3, or actually 4 for 4 within the next 4 weeks. These are guaranteed to make you money, and I live by that. I stand by that. I'm currently about to get sued for libel, but I'm taking this motherfucker to war, and I don't care, because only the truth will be told on this page, and no matter who comes at me, it doesn't matter. I'm going for them, and I'm going for their throat, and whatever they want to do, so be it. Bring it on. I'm living.